Hi guys and welcome. These are your handover videos for your Coachman Acadia 575. So I'm just going to walk you through how to use pretty much everything you'll need to use, and then you can refer back to these videos. So at the front you have your jockey wheel, which is used to level your caravan. And then on the sides you've got 2 ports either side and 2 ports at the back for your leg winder, which can also be done with a 19mm drill bit. These are only used to stabilize the caravan. Do not attempt to jack up the caravan or level the caravan using these points. That is, to level it, use the jockey wheel. So we are using our own equipment today. So we've got this gas bottle here, which is connected on this side. It is a propane Cala gas bottle. And then just in this front locker here, you have your port for your gas bottle to be connected on. So connect your gas bottle on either side through this gas hose, and then tighten it up using your hand. And then once you can't tighten it using your hand anymore, use a spanner just until it's tight enough where it's not going to come off at all, but it's not too tight. If you understand what I mean by that, it's just a case of you don't want it too tight, because otherwise it's a pain to get off and you may also damage stuff. So once both points are firmly connected, come to your gas bottle and switch it in the positive direction until you can't twist it anymore. That will begin to put gas through to your caravan. So that's on the front locker. Then this here, an aqua roll, and then this is your water lead. So it just connects in here, and you can just put it in and out just like that. And then as well you can push it down, and that essentially puts all the water through into your system. It's got this plastic bit on the top to stop any nastiness getting in, and then at the bottom you have your strainer. Your strainer has to sit at the bottom of the barrel to get all of the water through, because otherwise it's just kind of swimming about and doesn't work that well. So, if I can put it back in, there we go. So that is your gas bottle, not gas bottle, your aqua roll. Again, this is all our equipment today, but this is your mains lead. So your mains point is next to where your battery locker is, and your mains lead connects through here, but also has this little snip through so that you can shut the locker as well, and just connects up here, and that's where your battery would sit. Your motor mover will show you how to use on the day. And then just below here, you've got 2 points which drain out your dirty water. You'll need a 28.5mm waste hose to go into a waste master to allow you to drain it all out. And then coming towards the end, you've got this point here, which is where you put in your water and pink fluid for your toilet. It can hold up to about 10 litres of water. So probably have like a 9:1 ratio of water to pink fluid or something around that. Just keeps it nice and fresh. Get yourself something like a watering can just to put it in a little bit easier. And then just below here you have your point for your cassette for your toilet. So to release it out of its cage, you have to press up the orange handle. This one is almost like a suitcase as well, and then you can pull it out. Good thing about this is that you can use this as almost like a suitcase to drag it to the drainage point, twist it to the side, and then just a little bit too tight on there. Open up your point here, and then this is your cap. Tilt, and then at the same time as you're tilting, continually press in this vent button. Then once you've fully taken everything out, swirl it all out with some fresh water, and then put in your blue chemical. You've got some measuring levels on the side here to put in the blue chemical. Twist it back on, preferably not as tight as that one just was. Twist it in, push it back in, push your lever back, pull it up, back, until it rests behind this little like teeth mark bit here. You won't be able to pull it out unless you pull up the handle. And then just over the top of there, you have this little nozzle which just sits on this point here. This nozzle is used to fully drain out the water system that you've put in for your toilet, because you're not supposed to be in transit with either the cassette or this full. So you just open up the nozzle and the water will drain out, and then that just sits up top. Okay, that's everything for your exterior, and now I'll take you inside. Okay, so inside, just above the door, you have these 2 points here. This one is what I like to call the master board, and this one's your heating board. So I've just switched it off just for a second, just to show you. So to turn it on, press in, and everything will kick in, all your lights and everything. It'll go back to its most recent memory. This button here, you press in once when it's not on, and it will begin to pump through the water. There is no illuminations or lights or anything like that, so you'll hear it kick in. So you just press it in once and water will begin to pump through. I've already had it on, so it's not gonna kick in. You've got your switch for your lights just here, and this one is for your awning light. Then just across here, you have this bars here, which is for your level. So if you press and hold in that, it will show you what level it's at, which it's currently at full. And then this button here, you don't have to worry about because it doesn't do anything. And as well, once you've pressed in your pump, so your tap icon, go over to your taps and check that water's coming through. So check on both taps, but I know for a fact that it has because I checked myself. Right, then this is your outer board. On this board, this is the home screen. So it shows the current temperature inside the van, which is 30 degrees. And if you press menu, you get to this point. So on here, you've got at the top the temperature to which it will get to, and you can choose going down or going up, and it goes to a maximum of 30 degrees. It will reach that temperature, and then once it's reached that temperature, it'll stay at that temperature. Underneath, next to this shower icon, you have this bar that gets filled. So when nothing's on, you can only go up. So this is for your heat for your water and your shower. So nothing, midway is around 40 degrees, and press again and you get up to 60 degrees. And just underneath, this is for how much electricity is coming through. So it will start it off, then you can have 1 kilowatt or 2 kilowatts or 3 kilowatts going through. Most sites won't have the capacity to get to 3 kilowatts. So if it does, that's a bonus, but usually the majority of sites will work at 2 kilowatts. And then underneath, you've got this gas icon. When you press it in and it's illuminated green, that means the gas is coming through and you can use the gas to work. Okay, so as well, for your water, once you've pressed in your pump icon and then gone here and filled this shower icon to full, it will take a few minutes to come through, for the water to come through. It may come through splattering at first, but that's just because it's trying to get through as much water as possible. But then go to your sink, check the temperature as well, which I've just checked, and that is hot. So that means the hot water's working and you've got it set up correctly on there. Okay, then just here you have your gas system for your hob, grill and oven, and as well your electric plate. So it works similar to any other type of gas cooker. So it's a case of you have to press in this button and turn whichever knob you need on. So this one here is for your electric plate, so I'll just check that, and that will be on now. Then we'll check here as well. So the electric plate, you won't be able to tell, but it has the heating systems around, goes all the way up to a maximum of 6, and then when it's in that position it is off. Same with every other knob as well. Right, and then I'll show you on all 3 of the burners what it should look like for your gas. Oops. So as you can see here, I've pressed in the button, I've switched it to the side, and that's for maximum. As you can see, nice blue clear continuous flame, and that's what you want. So it's not the best viewing experience, and I do apologise for that. But as you can see, they're all at the max settings, and you can see nice blue, clean, clear, continuous flame, which means everything is nice and in working order. Then for your grill, you've got this one here with the top icon. So I'll just bend down for this one. So as you can see, click it in and you can see nice blue clear continuous flame as well. Okay, and then as well at the bottom for the oven, and again pressing that in and turning it to whatever temperature you want, so 120, 160, 200, 240, 260, and the flame comes on. So that is how to operate that system. And then as well, for your glass plate, don't shut the glass plate until all of these parts are cold to the touch. So as well, here is your fridge. So it's a Dometic 3-way fridge. So that means it can work off either mains, gas, or your car battery whilst in transit. I've just switched it off for a second, however I have had it on to make sure it does get the temperature, because it does take around 4 hours to fully chill. So to turn it on, you've got this button here. Press and hold that in, and then you'll see everything flash on, and it will go to its most recent memory. So whatever is illuminated is what is currently working. So you have that hazard icon, which is whenever there's a hazard in the van, working, well, a hazard in the fridge. So for example, if I had it on 12 volt for the car battery, but there was no car battery on it, that would start flashing up. So to change what mode you want, you can either have mains, gas, 12 volt, or auto, and auto will switch it to automatically, which is the most powerful one. So press mode, auto, gas, mains, it will automatically try and switch itself off 12 volt unless you have it installed. And then on the side, you've got your temperature gauge. So minimum all the way to maximum, and you can choose whichever one you want. I've had it on mains at maximum, and then you can see as well, there's your fridge, and then you've got locks on the top and on the bottom, and you have them both open to be able to open the fridge. And that's how to operate your fridge. And then finally, just underneath the right hand sound lounge, sofa or bed or whatever you want to call it, you have all these units. Now the majority of this you won't have to worry about, and it's mainly for a technician, but I'll just show you these parts. So you can see underneath here you've got this blue wire with this yellow switch on it. When the yellow switch is in the horizontal position, that means it's allowing water to get through. When you put it to its vertical position, it will drain the water. So whenever you want water to come through, have it in the horizontal. And then as well, this box here, you can open up just here, press that in, pull it out. You have your trips and your fuses. So your trips need to be in the upright position for everything to be working, and then your fuses all plugged in as well and all in working order. But those two bits there are just where you can use them, and then if you need a bit more information, you have some notices there. Okay, and that is everything for you guys. If you do have any other questions or any other struggles with the van, just give us a call and we'll be able to sort it out for you, or at least try our darndest. Okay, many thanks guys, and enjoy the new van.